Hey, what up, though, guys? It's your girl, Zsa Zsa, and you are listening to Yeah, I Said It. I know that you guys are so used to seeing me at the studio, but today, unfortunately, I'm not at the studio, but I'm super duper grateful for the opportunity to stand before you and sit before you. Of course, I am extremely grateful. As I say each and every Thursday, I thank God for the activities of our limbs. I thank God we ain't in nobody's hospital, we ain't in nobody's jail. And today is a thankful day. Listen, despite all of the obstructions that have been placed in our lives to stop us from being great, yesterday, Detroit, y'all showed out. Okay, y'all showed out so bad, I had to change and put back my old wig, y'all. Listen, it's your girl, Zsa Zsa. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, I'm extremely grateful for every single vote. As of this morning, I have 18,500 votes, I think. I started my election the last day to be able to even run as a candidate in July. Is when I decided, after talking to my mentor, Tanya Champion, to run for office. And I also spoke with a few of my other mentors, and they encouraged me. And just like I'm sitting here and they were encouraging me to be great, I am sitting here and encouraging you to do it as well. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Thank you for voting for me, beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Listen, we're live on Facebook, live on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Listen, and I have some amazing, great news. But before I get into all of that, if you're tuning in, I'm your host, Zsa Zsa Hubbard, and I want to let you all know that today we're talking about it all counts, and it all matters. It all counts, and it all matters. See, don't let nobody ever tell you don't give something your all. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you're good just the way you are. Because there are people that want you to stay where you are. There are people that I've gone to school with, that I've worked with, and there are some people who know me very well, and they know what I'm capable of, and we're partnered and we've worked together. And then there are some people that don't want to see you grow. There are going to be some people that are going to give you just enough water, just enough sunshine, just enough oxygen, and just enough love to succeed to the next level. And if they're not giving you the ingredients that you need to be successful, you don't need to be around those people. And at the end of the day, if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. And I know you heard me the first time. I'm talking all about it all counts, and it all matters. Listen, I want to tell you something. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. If you don't humble yourself, your experiences will humble you. And see, for me, oftentimes people take my confidence as arrogance, but I've had situations where I've been at my lowest and I didn't have self-esteem, and I didn't feel encouraged, and I looked at my situation and my life situations did not equal what I saw for myself in my mind. In my mind, I saw Zsa Zsa being successful, but in reality, Zsa Zsa has a whole pile of bills and a whole conglomerate of other things. So sometimes in life, there are going to be things that in your vision that you physically can see, it don't look like that you can do it. It's going to look like I don't see a way out of no way. But I'm going to tell you something. The God that I serve, if you acknowledge God and his presence and the things that you cannot do on your own, and you give those things to God, I've had to go to God with tears in my eyes. Ain't no wig in my prayer closet. So when people decide to come against you, it only lets you know that you are doing the right thing, that you are making those right moves, those right necessities, and those right steps. See, one of the things that I've learned is that when we work together and really unite on movements and things that we want to do, it's nothing that we can't accomplish. Detroit, I am so extremely proud of you, not only for getting up and going to the polls, whether you voted early, whether you decided at the last minute to do so. I'm grateful for that, because what that tells us is that we are a movement. And when you are a movement, you make more of an impact when your fist is balled up opposed to pointing a finger. When you point fingers, you start taking away from what the focus is. You may like pink and I may like black, but if our goal is to get us to the blue, that's what we gonna do. If you like pink and I like black, but our goal is to get to the blue, that's what we gonna do. See, sometimes you gotta learn to put your differences aside for the common denominator and the goal. See, some people are so consumed with the small things that they can't focus on the bigger picture. That's why God allowed so many things to happen in 2020 this year. See, 2020 allowed us to re-engage on our vision because people are so focused on the little things that they can't even see the big things that are happening. People are so focused on examining and zeroing in on your negativities or your shortcomings or your downfalls. But people never want to acknowledge the strides that you've made, the things you've accomplished. And that, my friend, is what you call a hater. So you be mindful of those individuals that can't see the good in what you're doing and they're always concerned about the negative. See, people are always trying to point fingers, you know, and they throw the rock and they hide their hand and people become victims. We're not going to be victims in this season. We're going to hold people accountable. We're going to speak our piece. We're going to agree to disagree. And we're going to move forward as a community. Because at the end of the day, if we genuinely say Black Lives Matter, that is not a secret elitist club. That means all Black lives matter. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to Y'all Said It, and before I take it back, y'all already know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? Add more to it. Exactly. So because I'm going to add more to it, if you're tuning in, we're talking about it all counts and it all matters. At the end of the day, I'm extremely proud of you, Detroit. Last night, I went and got me a tattoo at Detroit Gallery. Shout out to Joe Motion Inc. I went and got an Old English D. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm about that life. Okay, so there are a lot of people out here in this world that are gonna jive you. They gonna come out with that fugazi. You gonna think they one way and they gonna turn around and be another way. But I will say this to all of the candidates that did win, especially the individuals that are in my race, congratulations. And we are gonna be holding you accountable. Anybody that was elected in this election and moving forward, we have to hold these people accountable because we put them in office. When you put a person in a leadership position, or if a person is in a leadership position, you have a due diligence to serve all people. Now I'm going to drop this jewel right here on y'all lap, and I want y'all to make sure that y'all share this video because, you know, you always got watchers, lurkers, and people that are always watching for your downfall. I'm going to tell you this. There are going to be individuals that aren't going to believe in what you're capable of. There are going to be people that know you, seen you, grew up with you, worked with you, partnered with you, called you friend, called you family. And there are going to be times as you strive for success that they aren't going to be there. They're not going to be there to things that may be important to me, and what I deem to be a priority may not always be a priority for somebody else. See, in the morning, I tell my son, you get out the bed, when you go in that bathroom, you brush your teeth, you take a shower right then. You don't go get in that bed. But see, that's how I raise my household. There are some parents that will allow their kids to lay up in the bed all day. I'm not one of them. So there are different things in different areas and ways in which we can do. But what I will say is that if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. It all counts, and it all matters. One of the things that I've learned is that during this election decision, it has shown us the belief system of some people. See, this is the exciting part about politics. This is why we have to be so engaged, because everybody was on an emotional high last night. Everybody was at the liquor store smoking their blunts, smoking their Newports till they couldn't smoke them no more. Everybody was on the phone calling their mama, their cousin, their sister, brother. They was even talking to their enemies about elections. See, this is the power, okay? This is the power of communication. When we work together, communicate, become on one accord, we move further in life. B, it also lets you know how impactful we are. What I've been telling y'all, Every week I get out here and I tell y'all how impactful the African American community is. If we were not, why are they always trying to utilize us as bait? We're always the bait. So because the bait causes and attracts the fish, we got to learn to shoot for them big fish. You shoot for the big fish. You don't shoot for the little fish. When that bait gets connected to that hook and dropped in that water, it dangles and it waits. And it allures all of those fish that are around to get its attention, because the common goal is to catch fish. This has been a record-breaking election only because we all decided to make a decision and do our part. This cannot be a one-time thing. In order for our votes to be effective, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I said it, and before I take it back, I'm gonna add more to it. You have to be consistent. You're gonna have to start going. You're gonna have to start going to some of these meetings. You're gonna have to start showing up. You're gonna have to start making some noise. I can't be the only one making no noise. I can't be the only one, y'all. And it's a lot of people out here that are in the community, that are leaders, that are fighting for people that look like you and me. Yeah, you probably don't care, about the political process, but I bet you if you stand in a fast food restaurant line and you don't get your hamburger or your taco, you're going to be mad, and these people want $15 an hour. So if they're doing their due diligence and giving their all at their jobs, they deserve $15. But see, sometimes we don't think that these things affect us. When you wanted to travel and you couldn't travel, because guess what? The government put a ban on traveling. You couldn't get up and do what you wanted to do. So these are the reasons why it's so important for us to partake in these processes. This is only the beginning. Yeah, you voted. Good job. I love y'all. But that ain't it. Yeah, I said it, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it because y'all already know I'm here to help. That ain't it. And despite who deems a person to be qualified or not, it's about what they're going to do when they get there and what they have been doing so far. And people will always try to discredit the things that you've done, the things you've accomplished, even when there were no eyes, no news, no media there to see it happen. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen. And at the end of the day, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. God will direct your path if you're genuine, if you're honest. See, I kick it with God like he's a real person right in front of me, just like I'm talking to you all. And I talk to God and I say, God, well, why is this happening? And why is that happening? And God, let me know what's up. Like, am I on the right path or no? Like, what do I need to do? Do I need to let go of these people? Do I need to stop dating him? Do I need to put my money here? See, I engage with God. I engage with God because I get everything from God. Everything I get comes from God. My success, everything. And so people think their success is predicated upon other people who are in higher positions, and that's not the case at all. Because as you can see, I know a lot of people. A lot of people know me. But to be able to run for office and you pick the last day to run as a candidate and you come out the gates, I felt like a track runner coming out the blocks, knowing that I was able to obtain 18,000+ votes. And that's just from this morning. So I'm grateful for the support. I am extremely blessed, because at the end of the day, it is not about how you personally feel about your particular candidate or that particular person in place. It's about being able to get the job done. I don't want Joe just as much as y'all don't want Joe, but I'd rather have Joe before I have Trump. And at the end of the day, we are in a season right now where all eyes are not only just watching our executive branch, but everybody is watching the city of Detroit. So if you are not in a position where you winning, or you just in a position where you watching everybody else do something and you hating, now is the time to focus on your focus. See, some of us are utilizing platforms for evil and not for good. Because I'm going to tell you something. Demons like division. I'm going to say it again. Demons like division. Demonic people like to cause chaos and confusion. People who don't have nothing to do with their lives love to instigate and keep drama going. People that are booked, busy, and blessed, they don't have time for that. You know why? Because they're trying to figure out, how can I make my life better? How can I make my family better? How can I make my businesses better? How can I make my community better? How can I make my culture, my ethnicity better? See, people that are focused on their assignment and their purpose, they don't have time to entertain a person who feels some type of way from months ago, or a year ago, or 10 years ago, or 5 years ago, or hell, earlier today for that matter. See, sometimes people get so stuck in a lane that they don't even know how to get out of it. And then next thing you know, 20 years later, and you're still a hater. See, at the end of the day, you got to be careful, because when you start messing with God's anointed and the people who have purposes on their lives, you, my friend, will end up cursed. See, some people think, oh, how can you just say that? How can you say a person will get cursed? Or how can you just say that a bad thing is going to happen to somebody? Because when you put your mouth on God's anointed, when you put your mouth on somebody who is genuinely 100% wholeheartedly for the people, you have just entered into your own demise. No matter what you think you connected to, or who you think you're working for, or what you think you're doing, God gives increase. God gives promotion, not man. Yeah, man will put you in certain positions. Yeah, man will help you out and get you in a few places. But I'm going to tell you something. What people can't do, God will accelerate that thing. Do you hear me? God will accelerate that thing. I ain't no baller yet. However, my campaign was on a budget. I got a household to maintain, a livelihood to maintain, a son that's a senior, and I'm super grateful. Shout out to all those senior parents out there. And I also have so many other things coming ahead of me that I have to be mindful. I'm not about to overexert myself. And see, sometimes people will try to test you and press your buttons to test your gangster just to see what type of person you are. I'm still Zsa Zsa from Joy Road. Don't get it twisted. But Zsa Zsa from Joy Road is trying to be Zsa Zsa from around the world. Because at the end of the day, God said to go to the highways and the byways to compel men. Not just sit around in the hood and in my community and only congregate with the people that I've only known my whole life. You limit your success when you limit your network. If you still hanging around with the same people you went to school with in elementary and middle school and high school, and it's just y'all, how do you really anticipate or expect you to move to the next level in growth and in life if all you keep hanging out with is the same 4-5 people? Clearly, y'all ain't moving nowhere or doing nothing, because if you were, those 4-5 people that you've been hanging out for the last 5, 15, 20 years, y'all ain't got nowhere. Because if you would have, y'all would have been billionaires by now. You would have been millionaires by now. All the money that y'all done touched and ran through your crew, you would have had it by now. So since you ain't got it, I'm going to go get it. And I'm taking whoever want to go with me. So if you want to go, if you want to go, if you want to go, or if you want to go, come on. Because at the end of the day, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, none of them people made people do anything. They encouraged them that you deserve better. You can have better. There is better out there. It's a matter of making a decision on whether or not you are committed to the cause. And not only that, and if you're tuning in, you're listening to I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. I'm talking all about it all counts and it all matters. Because at the end of the day, you don't ever want to get caught slipping. See, some of us have gotten into some tumultuous situations because we got caught slipping. We got comfortable. We got lazy. See, at the end of the day, a woman ends up losing her man because she gets comfortable. Now you walk around with the bonnet all day. When he met you, you had bundles down your back. Now you walk around with bundles and some stretch pants on. How he gonna get turned on by that? You look like you belong in Family Dollar. Yeah, I said it. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. How you expect to keep your man and you around here talking foolish, looking foolish? You ain't even representing the relationship like you should. Vice versa for the men. Men get comfortable, gain a little weight, lose a little hair, start lacking. Stop telling his woman she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. Stop coming home with flowers and candies and I love yous and tight hugs. And guess what? You got caught slipping and somebody slid in her DMs and put a smile on her face. This is what I'm talking about. It all counts. It all matters. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to your girl, Zsa Zsa, oh yeah, I said it, because before I take it back, what I'm going to do? I'm going to add more to it. And I know you heard me the first time. Because at the end of the day, that big dollar wins. And my goal is to become a multi-billionaire. And if Jeff Bezos can do it, if Trump can do it, why can't we? Why can't I? See, that's where the haters come in at. Because I believe that I'm capable. My faith has exceeded the size of a mustard seed. And see, sometimes there are certain people that can't believe in your blessing because they don't have faith. See, at the end of the day, I've been through losing my mama, my daddy, my brother, both my grandmas in the same month, in the same year. All of these things have happened. If I told you half of the stuff that's gone on in my life, you would be like, wow, Zsa Zsa, I can't believe you. But at the end of the day, I don't treat people the way that I have been treated. But at the end of the day, you got to be mindful, because when the money talks, the BS walks. It's a lot of stuff that happened where money was exchanged and mouths got shut. But I'm going to tell you something about Zsa Zsa Hubbard, okay? It's the people over the profits, not the other way around. And you got to be careful with people who are more concerned about the money aspect of things opposed to the impact of things. Because if you impact people the right way, you won't ever lose them. You won't ever lose them. You'll always have them around. They'll always be supportive. They'll always have your back. And at the end of the day, there are people right now that are paying that heavy dollar bill to make stuff happen in their favor. And if we start supporting each other and supporting our businesses, we could be in Atlanta, Detroit, but y'all so phony, fake, and flippy-floppy, some of y'all half the time. Be consistent. If you're going to show real love, show real love. If you're going to be fake about it, then be consistent about the fakeness, okay? You can't be going back and forth. One minute you want to help the black people, then the next minute you want to tear them down. One minute you talking about black women are amazing. Next minute somebody make you mad. Be consistent. Because in order for us to get to where we need to go in life, the only way that we're going to be able to do that if we work together. That does not mean we agree on everything. That does not mean that your mind is my mind. That does not mean that I am you and you are me. It just means that we are willing. It just means that we are willing to put our differences aside to focus on the common goal. And the common goal at this particular moment was to get Trump out the office. And we did that. Okay? We did that. And so because now that we know what we're capable of, now it's time to take it to the next level. And that's it. That's the bottom line. Now it's time to take it to the next level. Now that y'all see what y'all can accomplish, after I've been saying it for the last 2 years that I've been doing, yeah, I said it. Now that you see it, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Y'all entrepreneurs, I'm an entrepreneur. You an employee, I'm an employee. You a mama, I'm a mama. You a daddy, I ain't a daddy, but I'm kind of playing both roles, but it's all good. We are all adults. Let's do some adult stuff and show these kids that's coming up behind us that black people can work together. Can we show our kids that? Can we show the next generation that's coming behind us that barely know how to sign a contract or write a letter? Can we show them that it can be done? That they don't have to move to another state to get support? Can we show them that we can work together, that we can encourage each other, that we can uplift each other? Can we do that? Because clearly we showed our kids that if you get up and you put your behind parts out here and vote, that it can get done. I'm going to tell you this. Leadership requires leaders. Leadership requires leaders. At the end of the day, Zsa Zsa Hubbard is not only a leader, but I'm a leader of the people, and I'm a leader of leaders. And when you're a leader of the people and you're a leader of other leaders, you're going to be attacked. Success is not for the weak. So if you worried about being liked, if you concerned about being talked about, if you concerned about trying to get your side of the story out, you ain't ready for success. Because I'm going to tell you something. You don't have to do anything for somebody to not like you. You don't have to do anything for somebody to not want to support you. You don't have to do anything for somebody to feel like you are a threat to them. Your presence is a threat. When I step on the scene for anything that I do, I know what I'm capable of. Unfortunately, there are some people who do not know what they're capable of. That's a personal problem. And see, some people will give their insecurities and their personal issues and push them off on you. I'm not a garbage disposal. You're not about to dump your stuff on me. I got enough stuff going on right now, and I'm focused on my mission and my goal. And if you ain't focused on the missions and the goals, baby, we don't have nothing to discuss. I can't entertain a conversation with somebody who don't know who they are. They don't even know who they are. So you can't know who I am if you don't know who you are. It's hard to know who you are as a black woman and as a black man if you don't understand or know where you come from. See, some of you think, oh, I'm from Detroit. Are you? Yeah, you were born in Detroit, but you ain't from Detroit. You were born here. Yeah, you were born in Michigan. But your origin, where you come from, ain't here. And if we start acting like that, then maybe we'll start treating each other a little differently. Knowing how much we've been through as a people, knowing how much we've been through as women and men in this world and in this city as we speak. At the end of the day, I'm like peas and broccoli. You may not like it, but it's good for you. See, growing up as a parent, you tell your kids, you eat these vegetables, you'll grow up to be big and strong. And although we elaborate on that story a little bit, it still holds truth. Because at the end of the day, there's going to be some things that you're going to have to deal with that won't taste so well. They won't look so appealing. It won't look as good, but it will be good for you. See, as it relates to your health journey, you can't think that, hey, I can go do 20 push-ups and then turn around and eat a whole pizza. That don't work like that. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. I'm talking about it all counts and it all matters. Because people will try to make you feel as if it doesn't. And see, yesterday, everybody's emotions, we were high on emotions. We were happy, we were sad, we were scared, we were fearful, our anxiety was high, we were anxious, we were cautious, we were on the edge of our seats, we wanted to go sleep, take a nap. We was hoping and praying that when we went to sleep and woke up, it was going to be different, or, the different things that we were feeling at that very moment. It's emotional. See, when your intentions are pure, you get emotional. You get involved because emotions are high. See, I care about my character because I've had to get a lot of things done to get to where I am. I had a lot of hurt and a lot of pain and a lot of things that I had to overcome and get to where I'm at. And I ain't letting nobody take me back there. Nobody. People will bring out emotions in you. And the last time earlier this year, I had people attacking me, saying things about me, and I felt like I had to be the shield. And I felt like I had to say my piece and protect my name and do all these. I ain't doing that no more. You got to learn to give certain areas and certain situations and certain experience the right attention. Some people don't deserve your attention. And that's something I got to work on, y'all. Because my clap back is real. Like, I be trying to keep it PG-13. pray for me. Listen, sanctification is a process, okay? I am trying my best. And I think I'm doing a very, very good job. Because if it would have been 20-something-year-old Zsa Zsa, things would have been a whole lot different. You know, we're in a season where we got a whole lot of typewriter thugs. Everybody's real thuggy on their social media. Everybody got a whole lot to say when they typing. But see a person in person and they quiet as a mouse. That always interests me. How people can be so thuggy online and then you see them in real life and they ain't said nothing. Yeah, I said it, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it because people have the mitigated audacity to think that you is a punk, and you ain't. This successful life is not for the weak. And at the end of the day, Joy Road prepared me for the grind. Joy Road prepared me for the hustle. Joy Road prepared me for the betrayal. Joy Road prepared me for the love. People will always have something to say, no matter what you do in life. Whether it's good and helping the community, they'll feel like you should be doing more. It'll always be somebody that's going to try to make you feel bad about what you're doing. And at the end of the day, this is just the beginning. It ain't over, because Obama brought us courage and faith and history and what we can accomplish as black people. Trump brought us lies, corruption, a pandemic, all types of stuff. But at the end of the day, what the devil meant for evil, God worked it out for our good. A whole pandemic in our lifetime. In my lifetime, I have experienced anthrax, terrorist attacks, Osama bin Laden, the Twin Towers, the Pentagon. I was alive when all that happened. Our babies, they ain't never seen nothing like this before in their life. So this is real. And you all need to understand whatever personal disputes or issues you got with other people, you need to put that to the side. Because if they not effing you, feeding you, or financing you, why give a F? Yeah, I said it, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. So now that we got the next steps, now that we got this president out of here and we got a new one, the next steps are, let's get all our legal business in order, our personal business. So if you get pulled over by a cop, you ain't got to worry about, oh, I ain't got insurance, oh, I ain't got my driver's license, oh, the car ain't registered. Before you buy another pack of bundles, before you buy another pair of gym shoes, before you go in that gas station and get another white tee, before you buy another 3.5, an ounce, a bow, or whatever it is that you want to call it, before you go give anybody any more money, take care of your business. Because at the end of the day, we protect ourselves when we take care of our own business instead of being in somebody else's business. So listen, at the end of the day, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Success is not for the weak. And sometimes we don't know who or what to think at times. But at the end of the day, you stay focused on the dream and the vision that God gave you. And stop sharing everything with everybody. The people that are very close to me, that I talk to, even if it's not on an everyday basis, they know what my mission is and what my goals are. All the way out from 20 years from now. 20 years from now, I'm going to be 45 years old. No, 55 years old. I'm going to be 55 years old. So 20 years from now, I'm going to be 55 years old. So 55, I want to be... What? That's the goal. I'm thinking about me at 55. Y'all thinking about what y'all wearing tonight. We are not the same. So at the end of the day, you have to link up with people. So I have an opportunity where I have my new show, Uncommon Conversations with Zsa Zsa. I am so excited. I started working on this project in 2018. Do you hear me? It's 2020. So this is what I mean about, things take time to progress. Don't give up because you're not seeing the immediate results that you're looking for. Just keep to the pavement. Keep to the grind. Stay focused. They leave you, say bye. They walk away, say adios. Some pop up where you gotta downsize. Don't trip. Downsize. to build up. There was a point in time where me and my son had to share a bed. I'm a grown up, and I got to share a bed with my kid. And we sleeping head to foot. Y'all know about sleeping in the bed, and one person sleep at the head of the bed, and the other person sleep at the end of the bed. Because I had to do what I had to do. And I wasn't ashamed about it. And people will make you feel ashamed, and people will try to hold you hostage to your past. Don't you let them do it. Because they'll try to get in your mind and try to make you feel like you are not who you are. You are who you are. And don't you ever forget it. I told my son that yesterday. I told my son, I said, Tayshawn, you are Zsa Zsa Hubbard's son. And don't you ever forget it. And that's exactly how you need to talk to your kids. Let them be proud of being connected to you. Half of y'all ain't doing nothing no way. Teach these kids how they gotta be. You train up a child in the way that they should go, so when they are not old, they won't depart from you. Y'all are out here making foolish decisions, and our babies don't know who the hell to pay attention to. So we gotta get to the grind, y'all, and we gotta unite, and we gotta make it make sense. Not just S-E-N-S-E sense, but let's make it rain. Make it C-E-N-T-S sense. Let's go, Detroit, because I'm a D girl for life, and I'm determined, as Cash Doll would say. Listen, it's your girl, Zsa Zsa. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, I love y'all so much. So much. And I'm extremely proud of all of you. I seen so many people that I love and care about on the campaign trail. And the fact that you all came out and showed out, I'm excited about the next election. We'll talk about that later. Listen, y'all, it's your girl, Zsa Zsa. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, I love y'all so much. Listen, make sure if you are looking to become a speaker or you want a better opportunity, you say, Zsa Zsa, I don't want to be a speaker, but I want to be a better communicator. I want to be able to go and talk about my business without stuttering. I want to be able to go and look somebody in the eye and create my pitch about what it is that I'm trying to do. I find myself combobulated with my words, or I don't know really what to say, or, sometimes I find myself being shy and I find myself retracting back. If that's you, click the event link in my bio. It's in my bio on Instagram, and it's on my page on my Facebook. Click the link, sign up. It's a virtual audition. I'll be your coach along with a plethora of other amazing people. I actually have a call with them tonight. I mean, they are across the country, across the world. And one of my mentors and great support team, Sean Fair, from Fair Consulting Group, and Keon Clinton, these amazing Black kings have led so many other individuals into a lifetime of wealth and a lifetime of wisdom and experiences and relationships that you cannot buy. There are some things that you can go in and you can buy and you can shut it down. But there are some things in life that you will only get if you have those relationships. If you're looking to take your life, your leadership, your business, or you just say yourself to the next level, listen, slide in my DM, send me your email address, click the link in my bio on Instagram, click the link in my bio on my Facebook, sign up today. Listen, if you don't have everything all together, don't worry about it. I got you. I didn't have everything together when I auditioned. I was scared out of my mind. I didn't want to do it. I felt like I couldn't do it because of all the things that I had going on. But let me tell you about the God that I serve. No matter your situation, no matter how dark or bleak it looks, God has the final say in your life. It doesn't matter what the hellhounds say or where they come from. God has the final say. Listen, it's your girl, Zsa Zsa. I love y'all so much. I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to the great things that God is going to do in your life. Listen, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love y'all so much. Real talk. Listen, Detroit all day. I love y'all. Like, seriously, this is, like, I'm so excited. I have so many people that's been calling me, DMing me, like, girl, like, do you see what you just did? And it's like, I'm trying to open up the door for anybody else to come behind me. But when you small-minded, you don't see the vision. What did Oprah Winfrey do? Oprah Winfrey opened the door for everybody else. Y'all better go ask somebody and pay attention to history. Yeah, I said it, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. I love y'all so much. And again, congratulations to all of the candidates that won their election. We watching you. And we gonna make sure you do what you say you gonna do. Because if you don't do what you say you gonna do, then you need to go ahead and go on about your business. And let's put somebody in place that's gonna do exactly what they say they gonna do. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Because at the end of the day, the only thing you got is your word. Peace.